Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Welcome to Steve Jackson's Sorcery, a new game for the channel. It's free games, technically. It's actually 4 games, but the first one comes with the 2 parts. So off to the Shantanati Hills. There'll be music in a bit, don't worry. There we go. And I will be doing voice acting. You have walked the wilds of Kagaban through Kahe. Wait, what? Hang on, because I did a playthrough of this on my own, so I know all the stuff. I don't know if it's saved or not. It is said the crown was never forged, only found by Shahala the Reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became emperor of the Western world. Such is the power of the crown. The air around it crackles with influence. Take it! It's mine. Your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you'll be as powerful as Shalana. The goblins are arming, the giants are waking, the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush towards it. Rush forward. It's a trap! You startle yourself awake. You're alone, exhausted in a little hut. In the outpost settlement, your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. Ladies and gentlemen, Inkle presents Steve Jackson's Sorcery. I'll be doing a laugh every time. Part 1. The Shamanati Hills. It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack of sword from beside your bed. Test the blade. You pause to test the blade against your thumb. Blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. I really hope it was like 19 out of 20 because I did that. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring to life. Pray for luck. You can pray. Take a moment once more. You close your eyes and prayer to your spirit guide. This morning is form of panther. What will that become of your journey? But what will become once your journey truly begins? A great calm descends on you. Time to depart. You lift back the flap on your hut and step into the early morning sunshine. This is an audiobook by Captain Vile, essentially. This is the gameplay. It's a choose-your-own-adventure book, but it's a game. So this is not something you watch. This is something you put on in the background of, like, your college essay, or while you're playing the Arkham games doing Riddler stuff. That's what this game is, if you don't play it. Or, if you're blind, I'm reading you a bedtime story that's really, really elaborate. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamanati Wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. Greet them. Look at this cool armor. There's such good drawings and illustrations in this. You turn to them and bow. Some smile in reply, but are too afraid to approach. That's why I could never do an audiobook. I'd make mistakes while reading aloud. In my head, it's great, but when I talk, I stutter and fumble over words. And it'll be like, instead of doing this, wait a minute, there we go, because I'm going to do that multiple times. I'm not a good person to read you a bedtime story. I would do this, and I would go on tangents while reading them. That's what I do while reading. I go on tangents in my own mind, which I'm doing right now. You are going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is waiting on the path to Shantanati Gate. I can't pronounce these are made-up words, alright? The final doorway between Analanth and the lands of Kakaband. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster warriors. He holds out his hand. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with 2 fingers. You're almost ready, he said. No, hang on. You're almost ready, he says. I have a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces. It's all we can spare this time. He pulls out a pouch. Take it all. You accept the gift graciously. What's my character's voice? This is going to appear in like every episode, so there better be something funny. Thank you. Just very. Oh, should it be Goofy? Thank you. Yep. Goofy's quest. Goofy's quest through Analand. And Goofy takes the crown of kings. That's our character. Like, hang on. You should buy you some supplies if you pass the wall, Surgeon says, and you must collect your spellbook if you wish to magic aid you. Finally, I forgot to read it in his voice. Finally, should you wish to practice your swordplay, I will go one last round with you, as he points a step towards training ground. Like, no, forget that. This is Goofy now. Goofy, the Mickey Mouse character, is just, gosh, Mick, I'm gonna go get the crown of kings. Collect my spellbook. One of the huts, set seemingly back from the others, is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from the doorway. It's the hut of the chief mage. He's been preparing a spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available in different locations in the hills and beyond. Do not do about the book. You can complete the game without the spellbook, and you'd screw yourself over, because this is sorcery, not swordplay. We need a spellbook. You lift up the flap and go inside. The mage looks at you with haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? He asks. Tell me. Each spell is crafted for the alignments of 3 stars. He begins. The Zap spell, for example, is laid by aligning Zufra, Argyris, and Penny. But that's unimportant. What matters is the spell is called. What it does. Zap gives you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Tell me some more. Gorilla. Your god will constantly change based on your actions. The mage nods. The Law spell is formed from Lilith, Argyris, and Wix. It will allow you to control the will of unintelligent creatures. The Wall spell is quite different. It uses different stars. The order matters, you see. The Wall creates an invisible barrier. You will find the rest in the book, he adds, tapping the leather-bound volume. Thank you. He scratches absently in the air. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones you don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You can read in the book, you know what. Buy some rations, of course. This is half the episode. I suppose it's going to be kind of a long series. If it's like 20 minutes, because... No, you do a lot. But I gotta do it at 20 minutes on the dot, you know. You know what I mean. Small traders and settlements supply the Sightmaster warriors with weapons, armor, food, and clothing. You go over to the sergeant with a stall selling flatbreads and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration, the owner says. 2? Buy more. Haggle? Haggle? Do you know who I am? I'm Analand's great hero. You tell him. The man looks uncomfortable. I know that, but I have family to feed today. Whatever happens to the crown. Well, alright. 2 rations, 4. Spare 4. You hand over your coins, and the man places 2 rations carefully into your sack. You must be sure to eat every day, or you will suffer, the sergeant tells you, standing at your side. Eating more will give you extra strength, but it's not necessary. Let's try fighting. The Sergeant Chief versus Goofy. You walk to the sergeant training ground, and he wraps the base of his staff in leather. Ready my sword. Choose your attack power, to send safely left. Okay. So, how you drag it further is how much you attack. If you don't drag it at all, you defend and take 1 damage, no matter how high their attack is. Defend. See? For a strong attack, play your character to the right. Just whoever does more. There was no fight music there. You play a strong attack, overwhelming the Sightmaster's surgeon. He bows. You finished me. Excellent. No stamina lost. Flawless fighting. Stamina is your health and your ability to do stuff. You remember the basics, Sergeant says. Good. Another round. Train again. You nod. Ready your guard. Why is there no music? It's really weird. Too overpowered. It's like, whoop. That's overkill. Okay, cool. Enough training. You shake your head. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish to go out in earnest, I warn you, I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wide yard, where there's space for true match. I'm good, I'm gonna leave now. We spent half the video in the town tutorial. Although it is the first episode, so we're not gonna be, like, fighting goblins and wizards right then and there. Reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time. To deter raiders, he tells you. You will have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the doppler spell to be crafted, as he stands back. Here's where we make spells. I see. You kind of connect them, string together. It is hot. You can make a fireball, as the wizard told us. But it's free stamina. All the useful ones are, like, free. And then there's also Zap, one of my favorite spells, which is Lightning, which is also free stamina. Then, of course, as he tells you, Dot, which is 1 stamina. Open locks and doors. Much easier than 17. You weave the spell. One by one, great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. Oh, now my chair doesn't make noise when I need it to for, like, atmosphere? Great. Then the hinges turn like a noise of hail on a canvas roof. These gates have not opened since our last champion was lost, the sergeant says. I wish you more luck than he. Perhaps you will even meet him on your travels. I fear he's dead. That does not concern me. If I overtake him, I fear he's dead. Sightmaster nods, peering at something on the horizon. I believe he is returning, but transformed. I hope you do not meet the same fate. He stands back to you. To the gate! Together you step into the shadow wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can find. We will be watching. I understand. I will not wish you a safe journey to Kare, for the way ahead will not be safe, the sergeant murmurs, as he peers into the distance through the open gate. Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth for incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far they see. Tell me what lies ahead. Tell me what lies ahead. This path thus leads to Kantanopi, the settlement of traders. Although most are rogues, thieves, you do better to be there before the sun reaches its peak, for from there are free routes lead on to Christianity. Not a single route is safe. Christianity is a land of devils. And beyond Kare? I can't see so far, he says. But once you've crossed the city port of traps, you will enter the backlands. They say night and day they will be controlled by forces other than the sun. And from Kare, too, your progress will be watched. It is time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of folk watching your departure reveals the hope rests on you and your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in the shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Also, this is the tutorial, guys. That's what I'm gonna do when I finally get to, like, out of this place. Like, we finally beat the tutorial, guys. Also, alright, off we go to Kare. It's a pretty easy journey, don't you worry. Alright, pretty quick right there. Oh, wait, I forgot my wallet. Kare is a city port of business. I need my wallet, obviously. Ugh, jeez, I'm gonna have egg on my face when I get back there. Guys, you wouldn't happen to see my wallet around here, would you? Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, I used my magic power. That's all I have to walk now. The path winds through slopes of wind scrubland. The countryside is deserted to an eerie silence broken only by the crawling of the occasional crow. There's a spell for hearing what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. Birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. Stupid creatures. They pose no threat. You ignore them. Barely an hour beyond the wall, and the air begins to grow foul. The Shantnoddy Hills are infested with pestilence of the backlands. It saps energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. It's not a surprise they warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you are out here. For the moment, you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina is decreased. You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. If this reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on, and you will die. Stamina can be regained from the maximum by eating rations or resting. Now, I know we're cutting it a bit early, but, I mean, this is just dip your toe in the water episode. The others was when we get to Kent Napa and we gather our materials and go on a major quest, or we truly begin our major quest. However, we can look for our spell book. These are all the spells we can learn, but the ones that are gold are the ones we have. Zap, hot, fireball, lightning. Foof is fly. Wall is wall. Law is control. Dumb is make you clumsy. Big is make you big. It's there self-explanatory most of the time. Walk is a shield. Dope is open doors. Raz, make swords sharper. Do more damage instantly. Sus. I'm sorry. Lets you know when danger is, or if something is suspicious. 6 makes 6 of ya. Jig is when you make people dance. Gob is summon a goblin, my favorite spell in the game. Yob is summon a giant. Gum makes glue. How, safe passage. How do I get out of here? Dog is heal. Dawes, cast creature, reducing it makes them slow. Dud makes an illusion of gold. Magic is protect from magic. Pop is make a grenade. Fall is float in the air. Dim is make someone stupid. Fog is make darkness. Mud is make a quicksand. Niff is make a smell. Tell is read someone's mind. Tell me what they're thinking. Gawk is make fear. Gawk and fear my awesome mask. Sap is make them depressed somehow. God makes you a god. Kin makes another one of them. Kin. Pep is make you strong. Rock turns something to stone. Nip makes you quick. Huff makes wind. Fix holds something in place. Fix it right there. Something like that. I don't know. Nap. Self-explanatory. Zen. Hover in the ground. Yaz makes you invisible. Sun makes light. Kid makes illusions. Rap lets you talk any language. Yap lets you talk to animals. Zip is quick, or like teleport. Far lets you read the future. Res lets you bring people back to life. And Zed does something completely random. Satisfactory enough for you guys? We got all the spells out of question? Well, thank you for watching. Good file.